Hi, Nurture Wellbeing Practice members. I hope that you are all doing really well and that you are resting and staying healthy and doing everything that you need to do in order to make that happen. Now, last night I was on a call with New York Chiropractic Council, making sure that we are staying in compliance with all of the CDC regulations and all of New York State laws as well. So I just want to summarize what's happening and also tell you what our new protocols are at Nurture Wellbeing if you are able to come in. So first of all, as you know, only essential businesses in New York are open. What does that mean? It means businesses that are essential to your living in your daily life. So chiropractic is an essential healthcare profession right now. And the reasons why are because we are primary healthcare providers, which means that we are taught to diagnose and assess patients. And you can come to us off the street and we will have to make sure that you are safe. We're actually trained to diagnose and to check upon your safety. A few things. I have so many things that I need to say, so forgive me. I have to look down at my list to make sure that I cover everything. Some of the top reasons for ER visits are due to spinal pain and spinal problems. So by us staying open and taking care of all of you, we are avoiding having to send people into hospitals, which are high-risk areas, and also making sure that the great workers, the MDs and the nurses that are serving us in the hospitals and not having to deal with spinal conditions when they really need to be focused on the respiratory conditions and coronavirus right now. So what the Chiropractic Council has recommended is that we are here to actually make sure that those who are strong stay strong. We help you regulate your nervous systems, keep your bodies going as well as we possibly can, keep you on your care plans wherever possible so that we don't see a decline or a deterioration in your health. Now, we all know, if you're Nurture Wellbeing Practice members, you know that your nervous system controls every single part of your body, including your nervous system, including your immune system. So, but I mean every system in your body. So the way that you're feeling, the way that you're thinking, let's help you modulate stress, because stress creates immune dysfunction, or you have less immunity when you are stressed. It really wears us down in every way. So with that, let's go through Nurture Wellbeing protocols now in alignment or in accordance with CDC guidelines. If you are symptomatic, please call the office. Do not come to the office. So sore throats, coughs, sneezing, runny noses, feeling fatigued, the symptoms consistent with coronavirus, please call the office. Do not come to the office so that we can ask you the appropriate questions and give you guidance over the phone. If you're not sure, call the office. Do not show up and put everybody else at risk. We are not going to be having open entrainment hours anymore where you can just show up during hours. You will need specific appointment times, and we do request that you show up for your specific appointment times. We are limiting the number of people that we are allowing into the building, into the office, and we are trying to keep everybody as separate as possible. So please show up on time. Please confirm your appointments too, because we need to organize everything from sanitizing the office to limiting the number of people in here and making sure that we serve you at our very best. Don't keep you waiting for too long. We're offering one-on-one appointments for those who need. Sometimes it's at your request. Sometimes it's because we're actually requesting that you get your entrainments or your adjustments away from others. Again, we are not letting any people with any risk in the office, but there are certain times where, due to clinical judgment, I will want to separate you. For instance, if you know someone that knows someone that knows someone that has a cough, I mean, we're being that careful, even if there isn't any official diagnosis of coronavirus, if there is a symptom, even 3 people, 4 people removed from you that you haven't even met, I still want to know about it, all right? So we have private room adjusting. If you do need to come out of our official entrainment hours, we are absolutely available to do that too. Again, your safety and our safety is of the utmost priority. Some of you actually cannot be here, either of your own choosing or because we have decided that we are not able to have you come into the office right now. We are offering virtual appointments, virtual consultations, either via Zoom or via phone call, so that I can check in on your health and again advise accordingly. It might even be beneficial to you for us to do some SRI together, for me to check in on diet, lifestyle, mindset, things like that with you. And if you are every single one of our practice members is different, with a whole different reason for why they come in. So again, clinical judgment on my part, and again, we're always a team. I'm always on your side, so we will always do what is best for you. So please stay in communication, stay in contact with us. When you get here, please stay in your car. Call us from your car. Once we either manage to pick up the phone, and again, you will have to be patient with us because there is a lot of prep that we're having to do in between patients. So call us from the car. We will give you a call back, and Janice will ask you a few questions, just making sure that it's safe for you to come in. In other words, we have to triage. We have to make sure that we mitigate any risk. And then we'll let you in. Janice will actually open the door for you and allow you in. Please be honest with us about whether you have any symptoms or whether you suspect anything at all, because if you are not honest with us, you again are putting us at risk, you and everybody else too. Remember that I'm a human being as well, so you want to make sure that you protect the doctor and the team, because if we go down, then we are responsible for helping many, many people, and we want to make sure that we're healthy and able to do so. So protecting us as well as protecting you has to be a priority. When you do come in, Janice will lead you to the bathroom, and you will wash your hands for 20 seconds, really scrubbing. When you come out of the bathroom, please know that we are requesting that you keep your hands to yourself. All surfaces that have been touched by any human beings right now. I know it sounds like a lot, but it is a lot, and it's necessary. All surfaces are going to be wiped down, so we do please try not to have hands all over the place, touching every single surface that you pass by, including trying not to touch your own face while in the office. Again, according to CDC regulations, we are following those very, very carefully. We are now disinfecting the office with EPA, Environmental Protection Agency recommended disinfectants, because we have to. And some of those different disinfectants take a few minutes to dry, so sometimes there'll be delays between appointment. So please, again, be patient with us. We will need to ask you to limit conversations, not too much talking, and especially no social chatter. Talking will be limited to things like briefly making your appointments, briefly informing us of anything that you haven't already informed us of. Please limit your time in the office so that we can limit your exposure and limit ours too. So usually, as you know, I ask you to fill in ouch and smile forms to inform me of anything that you think is noteworthy. I am requesting that you email us prior to your visit anything that you feel that I should know about you. So emailing us at info@nurturewellbeing.com. And I just want to reassure you that as much as the ouch and smile forms where you tell me the information or about symptoms seems to be valuable, it really doesn't affect or change anything that I do with you. And I'm adjusting you. I am looking at the patterns that I see in your nervous system. The areas of pain that you feel are usually unrelated to the patterns that I am seeing. So symptoms don't necessarily occur in the places that I need to take my contacts in fact, very rarely. So I don't actually really ever need to have a conversation with anyone about symptoms in order to know how to take care of you, because my only job is to take care of your nervous system and optimize your function to get you as clear a nervous system as we possibly can when you come in. So keep that in mind so that you don't worry about whether you've told me something or not. There are a few instances where I would like you to make sure you communicate with me. Again, if you have symptoms of coronavirus, if for any reason you cannot lie down on the table, again, this can all be communicated via email. And this is hard for me to say because I just really am a people person, so telling people not to speak to us is really difficult for me. And you know I love our tribe and our community, so opposite to anything we ever say, we usually like for all of you to have relationships and to find like-minded people. However, now is not the time for that. So no communing in the waiting room, no chatting to our front desk person or to me unless extremely relevant. Entrainments will be very short. Entrainments actually should be 5 minutes or less anyway, usually. I usually give you a lot more time to integrate each contact in between making them. But right now, really, it's never necessary for us to do that. Your nervous system gets the message as soon as that contact is made. So your entrainments are going to be less than 5 minutes long, sometimes 1 minute long, and that's okay. You will still get the same quality of care. What else do I need to say? Please wipe down your table before and after. Please know that I might wipe down your table again even after you have done it, because again we have to ensure that everything is clean and safe. Anybody doing double visits or having 2 visits or multiple visits, we would like for you to go and wait in your car in between your visits so that we can see other people and so that you again are not hanging around in the office, increasing your exposure time. We are taking this lockdown very seriously, and again, safety comes first. So no lingering, limiting time in the office, communicating, being very clear, making sure that you communicate as much as you can digitally or over the phone so that our in-person contact is minimized. Please keep your distance from other practice members and from us, 6 feet or more sometimes. Protect everybody, be mindful of that. For those of you, well, really, we all need community. Separation isn't good for anybody. What we're now doing is we have a community Facebook group, which will only be open during this coronavirus. So every day, what I will do is just do some general health education, lead you through SRA, meditation, help be a place of positivity in this world of fear and negativity right now, and really help you with your health practices. So you will need to friend us on Facebook. Look for Nurture You, and that's the letter U, not the word U. Nurture You Coaching, friend Nurture You Coaching. You will need to sign a waiver so that we are in compliance with HIPAA laws and regulations. This, again, is not something that we can do on a regular basis. We are not allowed to give free services in chiropractic offices in the state of New York, not even a Facebook group. So I spoke to the lawyers at New York Chiropractic Council. This is a one-off that they're letting us do because of the coronavirus, so that I can support you and try our best to keep your nervous systems out of stress during the pandemic. All right, signing out. Love and blessings to all of you. And I hope the seriousness of this video did not frighten you, but empowered you to actually receive your care.